Okay, so today's problem is quite easy. Selected this one. It's a pretty low number, but I haven't solved it. So today I'm going to be solving in Python. Okay, so since as for the ranges, okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go through the so this is my drawing template. See how it goes. So for the given range, or like given set of integers, make it out a bit. No, not this. Let's make this bigger. Okay, so for the given set of integers, I'm gonna go 1, 0, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9. So I'm gonna go through the every integer, and I'm gonna compare current integer with the previous one. So let's start from the like, so initially I'm gonna have previous one equals 0, and the current one gonna be equals let's say 2. And then whenever previous not equal current, I'll go and then gonna be previous start equals also 0. And whenever the previous not equal current, I'm gonna just record this record. If there are like the delta is greater than 0, then I'm gonna do that with arrow. Otherwise I'll just record the output as a single number. And whenever previous not equal current, I'm gonna reset the previous prev start gonna be equals 2, and prev current gonna be equals 3, and then I'm gonna move the pointer, and 3 when the previous plus 1 here, previous plus 1 not equal current, previous plus 1 not equal current. And whenever they are equal, previous plus 1 equal current, I'm just gonna update the previous, I'm gonna just update previous current equals 3, and then I'm gonna move again, previous current changes to 4, and then move, and then current gonna be 6 not equal 4 plus 1. Then I'm gonna get the previous current and previous start. Let's call it even previous and something like this. Let's say previous current. Okay, and I check delta. Delta is greater than 0, so I need to record 2 to 4. This, and then move further. So update previous start becomes 6, previous current becomes 6, and then I'm gonna move to the next one, and the next one again the delta is 2 here, so it's greater than so delta is 2, but it's greater than 1. So I need to record 6, and I check previous start, previous current. They're equal, so I just record a single number in the output, and then I update the previous start and previous current to the current one. And then I move to the last one. Delta is 1, so previous current is updated to 9. And then in the end of the iteration, I need to check what the previous start, previous current, and then if delta is greater than 1, again I need to greater than 0, I need to add that with arrow, otherwise I would need to add just single number. So this should be the output. So I'm gonna go and try and implement this. So I'll start I in range, let's say, I'm gonna have length if length nums equals 0. I'm gonna just return, what should I return? Empty array or empty list. And then for the, let's say, let n equals len nums. If n is equal 0, we're just gonna return empty array, and then I'm gonna go for the range I guess this one, and then a couple of variables. Period start equals nums 0, and then period end equals nums 0, and then for I from in range from 1 to n, increment 1, but I guess I can like go back to this one, and then I need to compare if, so car gonna be equal nums I, and then if ref and plus 1 not equal car, then I'm gonna go, so res equal res, I guess append, and then here I need to decide so it should be this ref start to ref previous end if start end minus start, okay, ref if ref start not equal ref end, otherwise else I need to just go with ref say start, and it will work, and then ref end gonna be equal ref end gonna be equal, or ref start gonna be equal car, and then ref end gonna be equal car, and then in the end I need to also append the last one and then return res. This should be it. You can write a short function def range, let's say desk description, and then gonna be self ref start ref end, and then return this. And description here, pref start, pref end, then here also description. Something like this. So let's paper trace it. What's gonna happen if I have this array, like nums? I cannot copy it. Why? Okay, I can just write it down. So paper tracing, we have 0, like nums, 0, 1, 2, 4, 2, 4, 5, 7. Let's skip the brackets. And then len is clearly not 0. So n gonna be 6. And then if n is equal to 0, we're gonna return empty array. Otherwise, I'm gonna initialize pref start gonna be equal 0. Pref end gonna be equal 0. And then for I in range I 1, then current gonna be 1. And then I'm gonna check if pref end 0 plus 1 not equal current. It is equal. So I'm gonna update pref end gonna be equal current. So moving I gonna be 2. So under 2 current becomes 2. Pref start gonna be, oh actually, yeah, pref start 0. I gonna check pref end 1 plus 1, 2 is equal current. So I'm gonna just update pref end with current. So I equals 3. So current becomes 4. Pref end 2 plus 1, 3, and it's not equal current 4. So I'm gonna just append, so result, gonna append if the pref start and pref end, pref start 0, pref end 2. So I'm gonna check pref start not equal pref end, that's true. And then I'm gonna update this with this arrow summary range. And then it's gonna be 0 to 2. And then in this case I'm gonna append it, and then pref start I'm gonna become current, and then pref end I'm gonna become 4 here, and then I becomes 4, and then current becomes 5, and then 4 plus 1 gonna be equals 5, so just update pref end 5. So I equals 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Current equals 7. Then current is equals pref end 5 plus 1, 6, not equal to current. It is not equal 6, not equal 7. So we need to append result. And then pref result pref start not equals pref end. Then I need to go and do this arrow formed here. So it's gonna be 4, 5, from 4 to 5. and then pref start gonna be equals pref start gonna be equals current, so 7, and then pref end gonna be equals 7, and then at the end I'm gonna just append description pref start to prevent. Pref start 7, prevent 7, they equal each other, so just updating pref start using pref start. So 7, so it should be 0. Yeah, this is matches. Okay, so let's run it. Single quote bracket, single quotes, yeah. Yeah, I forgot. I'm not C-like language. It's not C-like language. Res append. Maybe I can do self desk. Okay, self. Okay. Are there any better solutions here? Yeah, the same. I wonder how if I can skip this one, but I guess no. If I can skip this check. Yep, that's gonna be it.